Jacksonville, Florida. Suppose neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two. And when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. The Gators will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense comes onto the field first today. The meeting last year between these two teams really underscored the fact that Georgia never really seemed to find its rhythm, and also sent signals that Florida may be on the rise.
Yeah, it was super close. Remember DJ Lagway, who we all know is sensational, a stud. Like, he was playing really good football. He gets hurt, he goes out. Palmer, the Florida defense played great, turned over Carson Beck several times, but I think the quarterback spot they felt like held them back. That's not a thing today.
No, and I think Florida feels like they've recruited better and they've gotten some help from the portal. I think they feel like they line up and match up a little better. They're not equal to Georgia by any means yet, but I think Florida feels like they have the talent now. If they can stay healthy on the field, then anything in this game can happen.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Escapes. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a catch at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that guy.
3rd down coming up after that completion. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown Bulldogs.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in games.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Finds his man. It's Ball. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Right on the money. Still running up for 40. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Guys, let's chat about Florida. When you break into the top 5 halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. You want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go with a direct snap. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And the Gators want to pick up the tempo. To throw, it's Lagway. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Florida! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D-tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Smith.
There he goes! They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Rides to back and leaves it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Card in the backfield. It's Frazier. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Dogs look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He lets one fly deep. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They'll try to start the second quarter by putting points on the board with a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over Oklahoma. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands, the big defensive line that comes up with the INT.
They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Looking for a man, it's Stockton. Right down the middle. Found a seam. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. It's Livingston.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freeze the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Runs through a tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Lagway. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's ball. Nice gain on that play, but it leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And they've found no answers so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Got a man, it's Frazier. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Grabs behind the line, it's Frazier. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Georgia sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and gone.
These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. A run for the quarterback. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Looking to buy time. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The pass in these tight quarters, if you're going to put the ball up, you like to think that you either have space or get it downfield a little bit.
Yeah, I like the defense understanding where the end zone is and then defending that line. It's okay to make the catch. You just got to make sure you get the ball carrier down in the field of play.
Slams ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. They'll move the tight end. Working that left side now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Gator!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Young. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Hawkins. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
A lot of times when that ball's coming out, you can tell the offensive linemen want to get those defensive linemen's hands down. They want to hit them, engage on them. Great job by the defensive end, getting his hands up in the air and getting the deflection.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Jones wants to throw it. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And the Bulldogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on this.
Going to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The short hands, it's Clark. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be fourth down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that third down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. The Gators will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. That's caught. It's Branch. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to Cases. Third and goal. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Lets it fly. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Right down the boulevard. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The give to the tailback. Just ran him over. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wants to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, I find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Release to the back. There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just know where to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had
A lot of room to the right. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Gets it to him on the screen. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Florida! All that baby in, and they stroll into the end zone for the score. And they did need that extra point to take the lead, and now they have it here in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Pulls it in. It's Frazier. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. He'll heave it deep. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
What a great play call offensively. Taking the shot, you flip the field, and now you better get those red zone play calls ready and dialed up.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Dogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Slips away. He's going to run it.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
Here's a hit. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Lagway. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's got him. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They just keep throwing him the ball, this time on the slant.
No doubt, and you've seen it with the slant. You've seen other routes. Every route he's running, he's good. He seems to be open, so I'm going to continue to pick at this matchup every chance I get.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Caught, close to the marker, it's Sturdivant. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. The pull and throw off the RPO. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now, and you know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Hard running there. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Lowers those pads. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
That touchdown ties the game, so you're expecting them just to kick the extra point, take a 1-point lead. Seconds left now. You got to play great defense here to try to ice this game and get the win.
And they did have to knock through the extra point to move on top, and they have the lead in the 4th. And that one ought to set us up for quite a finish. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Splits the uprights. Good. They have grabbed the lead in the waning seconds of the game, and they are so close to victory.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The offense changing the play. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Oh, he got loose. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play